much as possible financially from the deal. Though they don't need the money, they don't need to rush it. They might like to enjoy a bidding war between clubs for their player. They've already replaced him with Haaland and Alvarez. So it's not that it's part of the plans. I understand at the moment, Jesus is not pushing seriously for the deal. He wants the move, but it's not serious. It's not. We know the
I
player
definitely
invested
put all my
a lot of people. Let's not try to when you watch per year, we know currently we know that pounds per year. Hi guys, welcome to Soccer Highway 304. If you guys are new, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and turn on the notification bell. So when I drop these videos, you are alerted and you can watch them. And make sure you stick a like. Do not forget, it doesn't take more than 30 seconds to stick a like on a video. Please do that. It's very important to me. Please, very important to me that you subscribe to the channel too. Yes, I'm sure you guys are tired of me coming to speak about Gabriel Jesus, links. I've not spoken about too much of your Tillemans, but see, when it comes to transfer window, right, things are not straightforward. And I know a lot of Arsenal fans are filming. Guys want us to bring it signing as quick as possible. I don't think the club does want to bring in signing as quick as possible. I don't think so. They don't plan to bring in delayed signing. Nobody does that. But when it comes to transfer window, right, there are processes you have to follow. And unfortunately, the club, especially the buying club, cannot control the indexes or the processes. Sometimes you cannot, even though you might have the money. It's not about haggling about the prices all the time sometimes. Because the stories always put out there that, oh, Arsenal is being cheap, Edu is being cheap, we've not been of our mind, we've not set. It's not always about that. I know that's the narrative the mainstream media will put out to infuriate most of you and trigger you. Arsenal fans are very easily triggered these days. Why? Let me pivot a little bit. It was very funny on Twitter today that the Man fans are raving and getting triggered. I understand Liverpool seems to be moving closer to signing Darwin Núñez, a player that Arsenal was linked to previously. But I can understand why he will want to go to Liverpool ahead of Manchester United. Manchester United are in a mess at the moment, even though they're a big club, they can pay the wages, they can match the transfer fee that Liverpool will be putting, but club is a bigger manager. He has a bigger pool. Liverpool are winning at the moment. A lot of things favor Liverpool. So I will understand why the owners want to go to Liverpool ahead of Manchester United. Doesn't mean Manchester United did not try to get in. And sometimes you might be having these conversations or negotiations with the player and the agent and the club, and they are stalling and waiting and hoping for a bigger club to come. It happens was okay. Let's simplify it. Even in our regular life, right? When you have different options for a job, sometimes you hold out and to make the best decision for yourself. You don't rush into decision and say you're going to take the first option. You wait, you assess all the options, and you choose the one for yourself. That happens to these players and these clubs too. Like I'm sure Manchester United were trying to wrap up the deal as quick as possible. But if Nunes and his agent say, let's wait, give me a few weeks to think about it, give me a few weeks to consult with, to talk to my family about the move, and Liverpool comes in and tells him that we like you, come to our club, and he has an affinity to club or Liverpool. What do you expect? That is not Man United's fault. Let's piggyback to the Arsenal Jesus saga that is going on. Like I said, I'm still 80% confident Jesus will sign for Arsenal, but there are two things that I think might be holding up the deal. I think Man City is trying to squeeze as much as possible financially from the deal. Though they don't need the money, they don't need to rush it. They might like to enjoy a bidding war between clubs for their player. They've already replaced him with Haaland and Alvarez. So it's not that it's part of the plans. I understand at the moment, Jesus is not pushing seriously for the deal. He wants the move, but he's not serious. He's not pushing to leave because even though he might like to come to Arsenal, he will still want to assess other options. I understand it's unfair. It's hard to wrench it to Arsenal fans because we're Arsenal fans. So we have a biased, vested interest. You look at it with an open mind, you understand why Jesus will want to wait a little bit and Manchester City would like to tour with Arsenal because it's their player. Let's not forget how it took them a while for them to get the Adebayo deal done. the Nasri deal done, the Clichy deal done. That's not even though there was no acrimony between Arsenal and Manchester City, but guess what? They don't need to rush the deal. So sometimes it's not Arteta's fault, or neither is it Edu's fault or the Kroenke's fault. They might want to push and sign off the deal as quick as possible, but Manchester City like, let's chill, let's talk with them. See, have you ever tried to buy anything from how will I put it? Let's say you're trying to get a toy or a car from someone that doesn't need the car he wants to sell, right? It doesn't need the money, and you want to get a car from him. You can tell how they'll be toying with you sometimes because they don't need the money, so they are not flustered. They're going to take their time. Manchester City are going to take their time. They might say, okay, bring 4 point. They might say bring 15 million today, and say, oh, and change their mind so bring 5 million. What can you do? The Arsenal team has to be very, very stoic. They have to be sensible. They have to make sure they do not fall for the gaslighting. They do not fall for the what was the right word? What's the right word here? The seemingly infuriating behavior of Manchester City at the moment. That's what Manchester City are doing. Like I said, they do not need to sell Gabriel Jesus. They can afford to keep him on the bench or keep him till next season and let Jesus live on the free. They can afford that. It's Arsenal that needs Gabriel Jesus. So we have to be a little bit patient with the team. Arteta, Edu, and the Kroenke. I'm sure they are trying to get this deal done as quick as possible, pardon my tongue, and make sure Gabriel Jesus is included for the preseason. But the ball is not totally in our court. I think Manchester City are enjoying toiling with us. Gabriel Jesus will weigh other options before he finally makes up his mind. So we need to give the likes of Edu and Arteta some grace. Come on, it's not all the time we need to go in and beat them with the same stick. There's no manager in the world or no team in the world that would like not to have a good team to start the season with. Come on, let's not be silly. Come on, we would like to make sure this deal is wrapped, but unfortunately, we cannot control certain things. The Youri Tielemans deal, it looks like it's progressing. We are not sure if it will be completed this week or next week, but according to reports, Youri Tielemans is willing to come to Arsenal without Champions League, even though initial reports suggested that he wanted to play for a Champions League club, but we are seeing reports that seem very credible that he loves the project at Arsenal and he wants to be part of it. He believes he can help Arsenal move to the next level, qualify for the Champions League, and eventually win some trophies, which is good. Like I said, we are a few experienced players away from qualifying for the Champions League and winning a couple of trophies, in my opinion. You might disagree, but I think with the right additions, experienced additions, we are not far away. Like media is pushing it. We are not far away. We are not far away. Guys, let's be patient. The Gabriel Jesus deal will be done. I believe, like I said, I'm sticking my head out. I'm sure 80%, I'm very sure. See, there's nothing impossible when it comes to transfer window, right? Things can collapse. We might not get him. But I am 80% sure he will come to Arsenal. And for Youri Tielemans, I'm very positive that within 2 weeks, we're going to wrap it up because he wants to come. He likes the project and he has vetoed he wants to come. It's time for Arsenal to put in the bid. And for Jesus, we need to be patient with these guys. See, last season, Edu and Arteta delivered in a decent way. The transfer window was not as bad as people thought it was going to be. So give them the chance to do their job. And let's not forget, a lot of us are not aware of what goes on behind the closed door, behind the curtains. You're not aware. Even when the journalists are putting out these stories, they are not fully aware of all the metrics, all the intricacies of negotiations. You're not aware. So let's be patient. Arsenal will get the deals done. We will get quality players this season. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. We know
I definitely put
but a lot of people are still actually let's not try to when you watch my yard, we know currently we know that pounds per year